Hi guys, hello and welcome back to another video right here on the channel. So it's that time of month again and we are back to the purple cartridges, the arcade. This is number 4 and it is Atari Arcade one. I am an Atari fanboy, for those who know me, so I was looking forward to doing this one, to be fair. But in gameplay before the video, I was actually quite surprised, so yeah, let's get on with it. So there is 13 games on this one. Trusty specs. Okay, and they are Asteroids Deluxe, Canyon Bomber, Centipede, Crystal Castles, Liberator, Lunar Lander, Millipede, Missile Command, Night Driver, Pong, Skydiver, Super Breakout and Warlords. So straight away we see there's an interesting little variation of Atari's arcade classics in their catalogue. So anyone new here, these are Evercade Carts. So they come in a little clamshell. Opening them up, we have a little instruction book and we have the cartridge itself. Okay, so let's have a quick look in the book. So we have the contents. We have about Atari. Founded in 1972, Atari was a defining influence in the world of electronic entertainment, particularly in the late 70s to mid-80s prime. The name stems from a term used in the East Asian board game Go and is associated with good fortune and victory. Atari was a pioneer in the world of coin-operated video games and responsible for some of the very first games to capture the imagination of the public. This collection for your Evercade gathers together some of the company's finest work from the earliest days of the arcade and invites you to rediscover the birth of the video game medium as we know it today. Okay, so we have Asteroids Deluxe, Super Breakout, Centipede, Crystal Castles, which is nice. I really do enjoy the artwork on here. What is nice, I should say. I don't know, one video you get me where I can't speak, the next video when I can speak I'm messing up my lines. Liberator, Lunar Lander, Millipede, Missile Command, Pong, Skydiver, Canyon Bomber, Warlords, Night Driver, and of course the Pokemon Collect Them All. So what I'm going to do, folks, I'm going to sit down, show you my favourite 3. Bear in mind I'm an Atari fan, you know, but they're just my favourite personal 3. And then I'm going to come back up and I'm going to give you my final thoughts. Okay, let's start with an all-time classic, Centipede. Let's get some credits. So this for me is just like a fantastic Atari shooter. So much going on, so quick. Little Centipede's coming down, bouncing off the mushrooms. We just got to shoot him or her until they reach the bottom. Or preferably before they reach the bottom like that. And go on to the next screen. Little tip for you, just keep your finger on that B button, on the shoot button. Centipede bounces off the mushrooms, so you can tactically shoot the mushrooms if you wish. I never bother, to be honest. I think there's just too much going on. It gets faster as it goes along. That little spider's a pain in the bum as well, but and as you can see, we're now firing little bits down as well, so it gets trickier and more challenging. But I couldn't do this collection without this video. I couldn't do this video without this collection, this game on it. I'm all a flutter. I don't know, Centipede. I might just shut up and play the game. Oh man, a blooming spider, he'll always get you. Yeah, so arcade royalty right here, guys. I'd still argue one of the best games ever made. Okay, let's leave it there, go on to the next one. Next up, Missile Command. So, Missile Command, what can I say that hasn't already been said? Really, really simple premise. You got little bases at the bottom of the screen to protect there. Missiles are coming down. You fire your defence, like so, from 3 different points, and you just keep going until your bases get destroyed. It's also a case of not firing every single missile, just gauging what's going to hit and what's not. So a little bit of tactics in there as well. So you can see they're now getting a wee bit faster there. And it's very easy to lose control of the situation very, very quickly. Trust me. Okay, let's leave it there and move on to the next one. Final game of the day, Warlords. So that is your base in the bottom left corner, the purple one. And as you can see, there's a fireball that's been fired by a dragon that is bouncing around, destroying everyone's walls. It is a 4-player competitive. And trust me, it does get very, very competitive. Very, very fast. It can be over really, really quickly. Those with a keen eye would probably gather it is like a Breakout clone. Atari's old bat and ball. But it's like a really, really interesting take on it. It's such a good game. And it still holds up even today, I'd argue. One tactic is to keep hold of your B button to catch the fireball, and that you can then aim it at any given enemy. And trust me, they'll do it to you as well. Fast, frenetic, just, yeah, arcade brilliance. So happy to see this game on this cartridge. I'm useless at it, by the way, as you can probably tell, but I love it all the same. 5 minutes of fun. Gives you a little Atari fix for the day. There we go, it's over that quickly. Let's leave it there, go back up top. Hi guys, welcome back. So, I hope you enjoyed my favourite 3 games there. I'm going to just chuck my specs on and just give you a little summary of what I thought of the cart, because there's, as I say, 13 games on there. Okay, so Asteroids Deluxe, I prefer the Atari 2600 version. I'd never played the arcade game, and I don't feel like I missed them a lot. It's got vector graphics, which was nice, but I just prefer those solid, different coloured asteroids, you know. I say Atari fan, but I do prefer the 2600 to the arcade, evidently. Canyon Bomber, shockingly basic. You just drop bombs, you just go across, press a button, you drop bombs. These were the arcade games of like the late 70s, I suppose. It's, you know, a little bit of history, nice to be on there, but you're not ever going to play it. Centipede, you've seen. Crystal Castles nearly made the cut, to be honest. It was very, very hard. I chose between Crystal Castles and Warlords, surprisingly. Yeah, Bentley Bear, running around a maze. A little bit of a take on Pac-Man. Really good game. Gets frustrating really, really quickly, but a lovely little addition to the cartridge. Liberator reminded me of the Star Wars arcade game. Had that real X-Wing vibe. Just not enough for me. I just put nowhere near as good as the Star Wars arcade. I mean, obviously it never ever was going to be, but again, you know, welcome addition. Lunar Lander, oh my word, yeah. Drop your little spaceship down onto little drop zones, little landing zones to get points. Still as tricky as hell. I'd have had all kinds of fun filming that. That would have been like another how-to video or how-not-to video, I think. But yeah, happy to see it there. Millipede, just as much fun as Centipede, but really just take your pick. There's much of muchness. I think Millipede is a little bit quicker, but for me, it's still Centipede. Missile Command, all-time classic. You've already seen it. Night Driver, another one that was like Canyon Bomber, where it was nice to see. Product of the late 70s. You're never going to play it, to be totally honest. You're a car, you go up the screen and you're just going left and right, changing your gears. What was nice is they put the little orange bonnet of the car on the bottom of the screen. So anybody who'd ever played that back in the day would know. It was like a little sort of cellophane decal that was over the bottom of the screen of the arcade cabinet. So that was, that, you know, for Atari fans, that was a nice little touch. I did appreciate that. But it's aged terribly, honestly it has. Pong, you can't have any kind of Atari collection without Pong, can you? Arcade or not. Still as highly competitive as what it always has been. It just wouldn't have made good video, but lovely to see Pong on here. Skydiver, yeah, fun for 5 minutes is like what I put down on my notes. You are against the computer, and they've got a plane, you've got a plane, and all you do is press a button to jump your little guy out and press a button to open his parachute. You're going like left and right to kind of land him on his zone. Fun for 5 minutes if you're just messing about. Like no real substance in there. Super Breakout is on there. Nice to see the arcade version over like even the 2600 version. I don't have the reflexes for this anymore, unfortunately. I get totally embarrassed playing it, I really do. But it's fun. And you see Warlords, which, as I say, was my head-to-head with Crystal Castles. So yeah, a really interesting collection. I'm so happy that we've got it. You can't have an arcade or indeed any retro form of collection without Atari. You just can't, whether people like Atari or they don't or whatever, it's open to opinions, obviously. Yeah, so there's some classics included. We see the Asteroids, we see Missile Command, Breakout and all that. It's been a well thought out collection, I think. Credit to whoever has curated the games together. Let's have a look. Yeah, some of the games like really show their age. I say like Canyon Bomber, Skydiver, Night Driver. I'm looking at you specifically. Nice additions, I am happy to have this in my collection. Personally, would I recommend it? I think I'd have to, even if you're an Atari fanboy or not. I think if you're not, I think you should take the opportunity to check out, these Atari classics and have like, just look up your history and stuff like that. It's always a pleasure to play these. If you're a fanboy, I'd say on the Evercade platform, yeah, you could get it. I mean, the Atari 50 Classic maybe on like Xbox, PS4, PS5 would be like your better option to get kind of deeply dive into Atari. But it's like a one-off. If you're collecting the arcade games, I'd say this is worthy of doing. Okay, listen, I'm going to leave it there. Leave me your comments below. Did I pick your favourite three? Have you got a better three, your own three? Leave them down below. Are you an Atari fanboy like I so evidently am? Are you not? Anything retro, do you know what? Just stick your comments below and say hello, do you know what I mean? Okay, that's been me. That's been the Atari Arcade Collection one, and I'll see you back here for another one soon.